I not be Naija babe, but I dey speak broken.
This now because say na AI prompt creates me.
This video you just watched was created using Google's latest model of text-to-video generator called VEO 3. And in this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to get the same result or how to create similar videos all for free. But you have to stick on to the end of this tutorial so that you won't miss out on any of the details that I'm going to be sharing with you. So whether you want to use this tool to create videos for your social media pages or you want to create commercials for ads, you're going to be finding this tool extremely useful. If you're new to this channel, please do not leave without giving us a subscription so that you become a part of our growing family. And without further ado, let's get straight into it.
So the first thing you're going to do is to head over to Google and type in Flow AI, and it's going to be taking you to an interface like this. But then you would also need a Google subscription to actually create this. So you would need to enter your card details, though it's not going to be charging you, but you need to enter your card details, right, to start your 1 month free trial. All right, then after your 1 month free trial, if you don't want to, renew the subscription, you have to ensure that you remove your card details or you cancel the subscription before your next subscription begins. So once you have your Google Premium subscription, you can now come on to start creating with Flow, right? So click on Create with Flow, and then it's going to be taking you to an interface like this one. So you'll see all the videos that I've been creating on my own account. So this is more like a filmmaker that you can use to create anything you want to create from, just like I said earlier, marketing tutorials, or just you want to just maybe create content that can give you more views on social media and all that. All right, now to start creating, you click on New Project, and then it's going to be bringing you to the creation interface. So remember that it's prompts that you're going to be using to generate all your videos. And one of the tools you can use to create your prompts is ChatGPT, especially if you don't know, all the details to give to this tool to ensure that it is creating high quality videos for you. All right. Now, this is the interface of the tool, and here we have that they have different things you can create. You can create text to video, you can create frames to video, which involves uploading an already existing image and then converting it to a video. All right, and then to this other side we have the settings, and this is where you can select the model that you want to that you want your video to be created in. Then for output, we have that this tool can create up to 4 different outputs, or up to 4 different videos that you can now select from. All right, but I would advise you that you select one output because you have limited credits for this tool, so that you can save your credits. All right, and then for the models, click on it, and we have different models here. So this VEO tool does not come with audio, so you're not going to be able to get any sound or any speech or voiceover if you use this VEO tool. So we're going to be using this VEO 3 or the VEO 3 quality. All right, and remember that you're going to be creating different scenes, right? So that's if you want to create different scenes or longer videos. Now, for the first scene is always an 8-second long video, right? Then if you want to add other scenes to make the video longer and you want to maintain the same consistency in character and environment, I'm going to be showing you how to do that shortly. Now, the next thing is to create your prompt with ChatGPT. So come to ChatGPT, and you're going to be asking ChatGPT to describe the scene you want based off of the idea you have in your head. So once ChatGPT, and then you're also going to be telling ChatGPT to detail camera angle and all that. All right, so you can see that in this particular prompt, this first prompt, it is detailing the camera angle as mid shot, slowly zooming in on her face and all of that. So you may not have an idea of camera angles and all, but with ChatGPT you're going to be able to get all of these details. All right, now let me show you the first thing that I created, which is this particular one right here, and the prompt that I used: a cheerful, realistic Caucasian woman, coily blonde hair in a loose bun, dressed in a colorful Ankara thought, and did. So essentially all of these details is what created this video you're seeing here. And what she says is, I know be Naija babe, but I dey speak broken. Now the camera angle says mid shot, slowly zooming in on her face and all of that. So it's the camera angle details that actually ensure that while she's saying what she's saying, the video or the the video is moving in as though it's, showing her entire face. All right, so you have to ensure that you give it all of that details.
I not be Naija, babe, but I dey speak broken.
All right, so that's the first scene. Now, to get the second scene, what you're simply going to do is to ensure that you copy the exact same description so that it's going to be consistent in the attire and in the background and everything, except you want like a different background. So you can see now that all of this is the same, like the description of her, her body shape and everything is the same. Now, the only difference is that I said with arms stretched dramatically, laughing with ease, she points at herself with both thumbs and says, "This now because in her AI prompt creates me." So this is like the only difference, right? But then the description in her character and everything remains the same. So this is what you also want to do so that you can get consistency. All right, and then also the locals laugh behind her softly in the background, suggesting that they are amused. So this is describing, what the people behind her are actually saying. All right, so that's the same thing you're going to be doing for all the different scenes that you want to create to ensure that you're maintaining consistency. So I don't know how long the video can actually be, but I know that you can create up to 10 minutes long. So you want to ensure that you are, maintaining consistency across all your scenes. Okay, now one of the things that I used to do was that I would go to ChatGPT and then I'll ask it to, do a scene by scene prompt. And one of the things I now noticed is that by the time I now copy the second part of the prompt and post it to ChatGPT like this now, so I did not describe, this scene. I didn't describe the character the way I did in the previous scenes. I just started with, she's now seated in a slick, or like maybe describing a different, scene. One of the things I now notice is that the tool won't recognize that you're trying to actually, describe the same person, right? It's not going to generate another thing for you. Now, let me play this one and you see that this person is saying the same thing, as the character in my second scene, but then they are not the same thing. And that was because of how I prompted it.
This now because saying AI prompt create me.
So even though this is still very clean and realistic, but the character is not the same. So you want to ensure that you maintain consistency across all your characters. And another thing I did not show you is that after creating your first scene and you want to create another scene of it, you have to now come to this text that says add to scene. So you want to click on add to scene so that they can all be part of one video. And it's going to be bringing you to an interface like this. And what you want to do is to click on this plus sign here and then click on either jump to or extend to. So when you click on it, you can now go on to add the prompt for your next scene, ensuring that the description for the character is the same. And then you want to also ensure that the model you're creating the first scene with is also the same as the model you're going to be creating the subsequent scenes with. All right, and then also maintain your one output. So after entering the prompt, you can now click on this place to generate the second scene. Now, if after entering the prompt this create button is not active, what you can do is to tap on this part and then take it back to text to video, and then this part is now going to be active. So once you have generated all your scenes, you can decide to arrange them, in the order that you want them to be in. And once you're done, you can now go on to download the video by coming here and then clicking on download. So it's going to export the video and then you can now go on to download it to your device. Then after downloading, you can now take it to a tool like CapCut where you can now do your finishing from there, like maybe add music and other editing elements or whatever it is that you want to add, and then you can now share on whatever platform you want to share on. Now, if you want the video to be in a real format, you can also describe that in your prompt as well, so that the tool can actually go on to generate in the aspect ratio that you want it to generate in. All right, because I noticed that this tool does not actually have different aspect ratios you can create in, so you have to ensure that you do that from the prompt. And that's because this is actually like a filmmaker, and the typical film aspect ratio is YouTube style, right? Is it's horizontal. And then I also noticed that it has the VEO watermark here. What you can actually do is, if you don't want this VEO watermark to show, I think there is no way to remove it now from this model. So you can actually take it to CapCut and then maybe use your logo to cover it and all that. All right. So that's how to use VEO3 to create amazing content for your business or your brand or whatever it is that you want to create with.
I have no doubt you've gained massive value from watching this tutorial. Please not leave without giving us a like, sharing this video with people in your contact whom you also believe would benefit from watching this as well. And if you are yet to subscribe, please hit on the subscribe button and also turn on notification so that you won't miss out when we post similar videos just like this one. Here we talk about sales, marketing and advertising, as well as how to use AI tools to make your marketing efficient. And just as a side note, if you're looking for somebody or a business or an agency or an expert to give a third eye on your paid marketing effort like Facebook ads, Instagram ads or YouTube and Google ads, my agency can help you set up for success. All you need to do is to check the description of this video and you would see a link to contact us on WhatsApp. Follow that link and let's have a conversation on how my creative marketing and advertising agency can help you set up paid advertising for success in the online space. And until I come your way next time, bye for now.